Hello, welcome back to Amari Yoga. Today we're gonna do a session of 1 hour again. It's gonna be beginner intermediate session level, and it will always be adjustments if you need to get them done. And I hope you will really like it. Enjoy it, and please remember to leave comments or likes if you really enjoy it. Thank you. Let's come to our yoga mat. Let's sit in a very comfortable position. Cross your legs. Place hands on top of your knees. And just we're gonna start taking a little break from the day. Whatever we've been doing, it really doesn't matter. We're gonna leave it on the side. We're gonna pause it. And whatever it comes after, it will come eventually, but not now. So it's a time to yourself to really let it go. The thoughts, the expectations. Keep your eyes closed very gently. And your face as well, try to keep it as gentle as possible. Relax the muscles. Notice if there is any tension on your shoulders, if you are holding them too high, so maybe drop them down. Also your palms, your fingers, make sure they are not holding any tension. Yes, let them feel loose. But your back is straight. Make sure you are not collapsing that chest. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. As deep as you can, take that breath. Make it as long as possible. Use the counting technique if you want, so maybe count 5 or 6 or 8 as you breathe in, and same amount as you breathe out. Maybe keep that mind as clear as possible. Empty of thoughts, if possible, no judgment. And we're going to start warming up that spine by arching the back. So we're going to look up, open the chest and look up. And then as you exhale, drop the chest, tuck the chin towards the chest and look towards your belly. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look towards your belly. One more time, inhale, look up. Open the chest, bring the shoulder blade together. And as you exhale, drop. Really sink that belly, arch that back. Open shoulder blade. And come to neutral position. And now the right hand is going to come towards the floor, the left hand up and over. Reach as far as you can, maybe the elbow into the ground. Make sure the hips, they don't leave, the knee stays on the ground. Look towards your palm, inhale as you come up towards the middle and exhale as you go towards the other side. Inhale towards the middle and exhale towards the right. One more time, inhale towards the middle and exhale towards the left. Inhale towards the middle, interlock those fingers, press the palms up, and the same, but this time really engage that core. Make sure the hip stays on the ground, the chest open, look up. And come towards the middle as you inhale. Exhale towards the opposite side. Inhale towards the middle and exhale towards the right. Inhale towards the middle, right hand towards the left knee and rotate as much as you can, looking back. The left palm is going to be in the middle, or maybe wrap it around the waist. And if you can get into your inner thigh, go for your inner thigh. Make sure the shoulders are square, there is no tension on the neck, but we're looking back. Inhale towards the middle and exhale towards the opposite side. So this time the left hand into the right knee, look back, right hand into the middle at the back, or maybe around the waist into your inner thigh. Keep the back nice and tall, rotating from the upper body. And come towards the middle. And now we're going to walk those fingertips forward as far as you can. Walk, walk, walk. Keep that lower back as straight as possible, the hips on the ground. Feel that length of the spine. Maybe rest your forehead into the ground. And with the next inhale, walk the hands all the way up again. Nice. Now we're going to rotate our hips and we're going to bring both hands towards the right. And now we're going to find that length and stretch as far as we can towards the right. Keep breathing in, breathing out. Make sure the left knee doesn't lift, hip doesn't lift. And there is no tension on your head or your neck. With the next inhale, come all the way up, draw a circle and then change. So the hips are looking towards that left and then walk those hands as far as you can towards the left. Feel your head loose, your neck loose. Feel the stretch into your right side, into the leg, into the hips, into your ribs. And inhale up, all the way up towards the sky. Extend the arms, interlock those fingers and press the palms up. And as you exhale, palms into the ground, into the front of the yoga mat. And then we're going to walk those feet back. Knees as well on the ground. Come into that table pose. And we're going to rock slightly side to side. And also maybe forward and back. So start warming up those wrists and the hip. Maybe make circles to make it more flowy. Also maybe move your neck and your head. Making circles. And now we're gonna reach with the right hand as high as we can. And then as we exhale, we're gonna drop it towards the left. Extend it, the head into the ground. Feel the stretch into the shoulder, shoulder on the ground. And the left hand up, pointing towards the sky, the fingers. Look also up towards your left hand. Take 2 deep breaths here. Also, if you want to go deeper, maybe wrap the hand around the waist into your inner thigh. Only if it feels good. And with the next breathe in, extend the arm up towards the sky, towards the floor. And come into that table pose again. Now we're gonna do the same with the other side. With the inhale, we're gonna lift the left hand, rotate from the upper body, maybe wrap the hand around the waist if you want a little bit more stretch. And then as you exhale, drop it through the gap towards the right. Head on the ground, sideways, shoulder on the ground. And now we're gonna reach with the right hand up towards the sky. Follow that hand with your eyes. If you want a bit more, wrap it around the waist into your inner thigh, the right palm. And maybe rotate a little bit more. 2 full breaths here. And extend the hand up, all the way down. Come into that table pose again. And now this time we're gonna flip those hands and we're gonna place the front of the palm, the hand, into the floor. So we're gonna get a deeper stretch into your wrist. Maybe sit a little bit back and get a little bit deeper the stretch. Or maybe side to side, but very gently, because it's a very fragile position for your wrist right now. It's just a stretch. And now flip again those hands. And now we're gonna point both of the fingers towards the middle. And now we're gonna go side to side. Now we're gonna change, and now the fingertips are gonna be pointing towards your knees. And then it's up to you. You can stay here and just sit back to take it quite gentle at the beginning. Or maybe you can tuck your toes and come into a kind of down dog. Feel that very deep stretch into your wrist. Make sure it's not too painful. And slowly knees on the ground. Both palms again into the floor. Tuck the toes and come into down dog. And walk your down dog and start moving those hips side to side. So it's a bit of a stretch into your back, into your hips, into your shoulders, your chest. Give some mobility into the hips. And breathe. With the next inhale, we're gonna look in between the hands and we're gonna step or jump forward. Stay into the fold forward, bend the knees if your back arches and just swing side to side, up and down, or stay still, whatever works the best for you. With the next inhale, rise all the way up towards the sky. Palms together in front of your chest. Find some stillness in there. Keep the feet together. And now we're gonna get a bit of side stretch. So keeping the palms in front of your chest, we're gonna lean towards the right as much as we can. Engage those abdominals and breathe. And towards the middle and change towards the left. Look up towards the sky, so really engage the opening of the side. Inhale towards the middle, reach up towards the sky. And as you exhale, hands into your lower back. Bend the knees, maybe to start with, and then open chest, open shoulders, and maybe extend your legs. Drop your head if it feels good. If not, keep it engaged. Inhale, rise up towards the sky. And exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep the fingers on the ground, maybe into your shin or above the knees, flat back. And exhale, fold forward again. Now just swing those hands side to side. If your hands can reach all the way towards the floor, just move the fingers, really relax side to side. If you cannot reach the floor, just around your legs. And inhale one more time up towards the sky. Palms in front of your chest, and then take that little back bend. So it's up to you if you wanna support your lower back by placing your hands into your lower back, or just really engage those abdominals and start opening chest and engaging your glutes. Inhale as you rise up, and exhale as you fold forward again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And as you exhale, palms into the ground, step the right foot back. Right knee into the ground. Inhale, rise up. And as you exhale, open towards the right. Inhale as you bring the hands up towards the sky. Palms parallel to each other. Exhale and open towards the left. Left hand pointing towards the back, right hand pointing forward. Inhale as you come towards the middle. And exhale as you bend the back leg and maybe try to reach those toes with the right hand. And then if it feels good, maybe both hands comes towards the ankle. Find that balance, feel that opening of the chest and shoulder. Make sure the right knee is not on pain. If it is, just bring something underneath. Open the chest, maybe look up. And with the next inhale, just let it go. The ankle, rise the arms up. Exhale, hands into the floor. And come into plank. Hold your plank for one inhale. And as you exhale, right knee towards the right elbow maybe. Try really to engage that core. And exhale back. Now one more time, but with the left. So try to bring the left knee towards the left elbow. Or as close as you can. It's just the intention of it. And bring it back. Knees on the ground, chest on the ground. And lift your chest. Engage those glutes, legs together, toes pointing back. Maybe interlock the fingers behind you. Open chest a little bit more. Look back towards your toes, rotate a little bit towards the other side, towards the middle. Look a little bit higher and release the hands, palms parallel to your chest. Tuck the toes and come into your down dog. Walk your down dog one more time. Maybe play with those hips. Bend the knees. Keep that back flat. Fingertips spread, palms on the ground. Really use the power into your hands. And with the next inhale, we're going to rise the right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, we are going to come into plank. And maybe we're going to bring the right knee into the right elbow again. And bring it back up towards the sky. And bring it down towards the floor. Walk your down dog again. If at any point you feel like you need a break, you can come to child pose. Inhale, lift the left leg. And as you exhale, left knee towards the left elbow. Really nice. Keep that plank and bring it back up towards the sky. And bring it down towards that down dog. Walk your down dog. Look in between the hands and step or jump forward. Now we're gonna bend those knees and bring the arms back. Interlock those fingers and come into chair pose if possible. So make sure you can see your toes in here. Keep the chest open, those glutes engaged, and the knees as wide as your hips, pointing towards the front. And then as you exhale, maybe try to bring the chest towards the knees and drop the arms back. Inhale as you come into that variation of a chair pose. And exhale as you drop the chest towards the knees. And the knuckles, they just drop. Let the gravity to pull those arms as back as possible. Neck is relaxed. One last time, inhale, come into that variation of chair pose. And now try to lift that right leg and cross it on top of the left. Find that balance. Keep breathing. And maybe as you exhale, fold on top of that leg. Concentrate more on your balance. Inhale as you come up. Right feet into the floor. And now cross the left one on top of the right. You can do the double wrapping if you want. So those toes around the calves. If it's too much, just keep it floating there. And then maybe try to fold. Keep breathing, stable. Looking down, maybe something that doesn't move. Inhale, rise up. Release the left foot. Exhale, fold, extend the legs. And just extend those arms as well. Maybe just swing a little bit side to side. And as you exhale, release those palms, let them hang into that fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, palms into the ground, and this time left foot back. Left knee on the ground. Inhale, rise up. And as you exhale, open towards the left to start with. Inhale as you rise up. And exhale, open towards the right. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, palms together in front of your chest. Maybe try to arch your back a little bit more. Look up towards the sky. Now from here, you can bend the back leg and try to hold with your left hand the left toes. Keeping looking up towards the sky, or maybe look forward, find that balance, and then reach your toes and look up again. As you exhale, release, toes on the ground, reach with the arms up and all the way down towards the floor. Now we're gonna step the right foot back. Breathe in here. And now we're gonna just swing those hips side to side. So we're gonna drop the hips towards the left, look towards the right, and change towards the other side. Drop the hips, right hips towards the floor, look towards the left. Keep changing side to side. Keep your glutes engaged, your shoulders really strong, your legs as well. If you want a little bit more, what we're gonna do is release that right hand and play with those hips and those feet, rotating and moving up and down. Controlling at all the time if possible. If it's too much, we stay in the first one. And come towards the middle. Knees on the ground, chest on the ground. Lift the chest. Stay into your baby cobra, making sure you engage those glutes. Or maybe come into upward facing dog. So really press through those hands. Press through the front of the feet and maybe lift those thighs. Make sure your glutes are active, your legs are active, look up. Shoulders as away from the ears as possible. Tuck the toes, come into down dog. Walk your down dog. Move those hips side to side. Bend the knees and come into child pose. Sit into your heels, forehead into the ground. And breathe. Yes, focus on that, on your breathing. Notice if your breath is telling you that you're a bit tired today, or maybe your breath is telling you that you need to be more present into the moment. Your body normally talks, and you just need to listen. Deep breath through the nose, deep exhale through the mouth. With the next inhale, we're going to come back into plank. Find that alignment. So shoulder above the wrist. And now from here, we're going to lift the left leg. And we're going to try to touch as far as we can into that right. Inhale towards the middle. And exhale as you lift the right one. And go as far as you can to touch with that right toes into the left. Come towards the middle and one more time. Left leg touches as far as you can towards the right. Nice, and change again. Right one towards the left. Towards the middle. Knees on the ground. Chest on the ground. Come into baby cobra. Or maybe upward facing dog. And tuck the toes. Come into down dog. Walk your down dog. Lift the right leg up towards the sky. Hips square. Right toes pointing down towards your yoga mat. And then we're gonna walk our hands really slowly towards our left toe while we keep the right leg lifted. Maybe bend the left knee slightly a little bit. Breathe in there. Maybe stay here. Or maybe with the right hand, we're gonna try to lift it up towards the sky. And then maybe try to reach those toes. Keep looking down. Maybe that's too much, and maybe you just want to keep the right hand on the floor and keep that right leg up towards the sky. And release the right hand down. And now we're gonna do the same with the opposite hand. So now right hand on the floor, and the left hand is gonna try to lift up towards the sky. Maybe reach the right toes. Keep looking down. And release down. And now we're gonna walk those hands back into that down dog, keeping that right leg up into the sky. Now bring it down into down dog. Walk your down dog. Bend knees one at a time. Come into child pose if you need to before to do the other leg. If not, stay here into your down dog. And when you're ready, lift the left leg up, toes pointing down, bend the right knee if you need to, and start walking those hands back into your standing split. Keep the leg straight in the first place, the left one. And then the right hand stays into the ground, the left hand comes up. Find that balance. Maybe bend the knee and try to reach your toes. Slowly release the left hand into the floor and maybe lift the right hand and try to reach those left toes. Concentrating what you're doing in your breath. Keep trying to open the hips as much as you can by bringing the knee as high as you can. And then the right hand down into the floor. Walk those hands into that down dog, one leg down dog. And as you exhale, come into down dog. Walk, bend the knees. Look in between the hands, step or jump forward. Stay into your fold forward. Swing side to side. And inhale, rise all the way up towards the sky. Palms together in front of your chest. Stay there, eyes closed. Relax your body but engage it at the same time. So it's not about putting tension into your muscles, it's about engagement. So maybe you squeeze the glutes, your legs. Breathe. And now we're going to lift the right knee towards the chest as high as we can. Open your eyes, unless you want to keep them closed, so it's super challenging. And then step that right foot back into your warrior one. So back foot 45 degrees. In the front leg, the left one, the knee above the ankle, hips square pointing forward. Inhale, rise with the arms up. And feel your body weight balance in between both legs. As you exhale, we're gonna sweep those hands back. And we're gonna put our body weight more into that front leg. Keep opening the chest and try to bring shoulder blade more together. Chest more open. Inhale as you rise up. And exhale as you sweep the hands back. Try to bring shoulder blade a little bit more together. Chest a little bit open. Feel the weight, that engagement a little bit more intense into your front leg. And with the next inhale, we're going to come into warrior two. So open towards the right, both arms extended. The left one above the left leg, right hand above the right. And look forward towards your left fingertips. Now we're gonna extend that warrior two. So the elbow is gonna come towards the knee, and we're gonna extend the right hand above the head. Or maybe the hand is gonna come towards the outside of that left leg, left foot, and we're gonna extend the right arm. But only if your body, if your side stays into one line. If you feel like you come out of alignment, take a block, because maybe you don't need the floor or you don't need the knee, something in between, and then use that block to find the alignment. Really good, breathe in there. And with the next inhale, right hand into the back leg, and then open into that Pacific warrior. Chest pointing up towards the sky. And as you exhale, we're going to bring both of the hands down into the floor. Now we're going to walk the left hand into the inside of the left foot, right knee into the ground, and find a way to get a little bit deeper into that lizard pose, into the stretch into the hips. So maybe come into your elbows into the ground, but make sure that if one does, the other one does. So keep those shoulders square. If you cannot go all the way towards the floor, you can always use a block maybe. Let's do 3 breaths here. And keep your left knee as close as possible towards your shoulder. Don't let it drop towards the side. So there is engagement in there. So 3 full deep breaths. And now you can stay here, or you can get a little bit deeper. So how are we going to do it? So you can come into your hand and then bend the back leg and hold the toes and try to bring the heel as close as possible towards your bum. Or maybe you want to get even deeper by bringing the elbow into the ground, holding the ankle, and then bending and holding again. So lower you are, deeper you will stretch. So see where you can be. And then look up towards the sky. Open that chest. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Release. Hands into the floor. And come into your down dog. Now notice the difference between your right and your left hip and your leg. Now we're gonna look in between the hands, and we're gonna bend the knees and jump or step forward. Inhale and rise up. Palms together in front of your chest. Breathe in there, stay for a little bit still. So when there are changes between stillness and movement, we appreciate more what happens. Breathe in here. With no fear to breathe as deep as possible, as loud as possible. Maybe open your eyes and lift the left knee towards the chest this time. As high as you can get it. Really engage those glutes. Feel your right leg active, the left one as well. And then when you're ready, step that foot back into your warrior one. So spend some time checking that the alignment is correct. And then from here, hips square, make sure they are looking forward. And inhale, rise the arms up. The weight is equally distributed between the front and the back leg. Look up, and then as you exhale, sweep the arms back, and then we change that body weight. Now it's slightly a little bit more into the right leg. Feel the right leg more active than the left one. And inhale as you rise up. And exhale as you sweep the hands. Bring shoulder blade as close as possible. Chest open, looking forward. And inhale, rise up again. And as you exhale, come to warrior two. So hips are looking towards the left this time, arms parallel. And then you choose in here. First, feel that weight distributed in between both legs equally. And then as we move forward and extend it, choose if you want to come into your knee, into the floor, or maybe into the block. But make sure that line is straight. And you're creating that straight line between your toes, hips, knees, shoulders, and palm. And maybe look up towards your palm. And with the next inhale, rise up. And now the left hand into the left leg, open that warrior two. One more time, extend that warrior two. And make sure the right knee doesn't go above the toes. Ideally above the ankle. And with the next inhale, rise up. Left hand into the left leg. And extend the right arm. And as you exhale, both hands into the floor. Now, this time we're gonna bring the left knee into the ground. Now in here, make sure we start with that correct alignment, so shoulder above the knee, same line. And then from here, go as deep as you can. So maybe into your elbows, maybe that's too much, maybe into a block. But make sure both of the sides, right, left shoulders, they go down. If one cannot, come a bit higher for the one that cannot. And make sure the right knee doesn't drop towards the right. So really engage those glutes in that leg and try to activate it, but bring it towards your shoulder. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. One more time. Exhale. And now we're gonna get a bit deeper if you can. So do the adjustments that you need. Maybe keep the elbow into the ground and hold your ankle. Maybe that's too much and you want to come into your hand, bend the back leg and hold the toes. So you can do it with your hand on the floor or with your elbow on the floor. And try to look up towards the sky, chest rotated. Maybe bring the heel as much as you can towards that bum cheek. So more you feel it towards your bum cheek, more you feel the stretch into the quadriceps, into your left leg. And release. Toes into the ground, right palm into the floor, into your yoga mat, and walk into your down dog. Now notice that both legs should be equally stretched and strengthened as well. So we are making our muscles stronger and more flexible, both of them. Take your time into your down dog. Maybe you feel like coming into your child pose. Knees into the ground, chest into the ground, heel into the ground, forehead into the ground. Arms can be extended above your head to feel the stretch into your shoulders, or maybe around your legs. Maybe track your body. Notice how it feels, what part of your body are being more activated, more sore maybe. And maybe think why it might be. Maybe there is an activity that we do during the day that it causes that. With the next inhale, we're gonna interlock the fingers behind our back, bring the knuckles as high as we can, and drop them side to side. Also, your head is gonna come side to side. So you're gonna get that stretch into your neck. Very gently rock into the left and into the right. And now to get a nice deep stretch into the neck, we're gonna keep those arms where they are. And we're gonna lift the bum as high as we can. Tuck your head, your forehead, the crown into the yoga mat, and maybe drop the arms as back as you can. So you're gonna feel that really deep stretch into the back of the neck. And into your shoulders and chest. Hold it, or maybe keep coming into your child pose and then coming back into the stretch. And release the hands. Come into your knees. Palms together in front of your chest. And now we're gonna test that balance. So we're gonna try to bring our body weight into the left side. We're gonna find the balance into the left knee, and we're gonna extend that right leg forward. We're gonna extend it towards the right, and then towards the back. So really find that balance. It's gonna be quite challenging. And then forward, towards the side, and towards the back of the room. Really play with those hips. And back again. And forward. Nice. And now if you really want to challenge today yourself, you're gonna hold that leg, come into the toes, and maybe lift it up and hold it up high as long as you can. Use the other hand to counterbalance. And also maybe it might work for you that the left toes are tucked. So maybe if you tuck the left toes, there is a little bit more of support for you to control. Maybe not. And release. Bring the right knee into the floor. Now palms in front of your chest. And now we're gonna do the same with the other leg. So maybe you feel like extending the arms. So the arms, they always help you to find that balance that you cannot find with the rest of the body. So maybe by bringing the hands towards the side, you get that balance a little bit better. So keep changing by bringing the leg forward and towards the side and towards the back. And keep changing, keep playing around. So it's about being as mobile as possible and as strong and balanced. And when you're ready, maybe hold that leg. Maybe not. Maybe just try to lift it up and hold it lifted as high as you can. If you go side to side, it's not a problem. If you fall, it's not a problem because the floor is really close. Just play around with it. And release down. Now we're gonna cut the seat into our bum cheek. Hold those legs from underneath your thighs and come into that boat pose. Then from here, you can stay, if you want, just here, or maybe if you feel like it, you can extend the legs. Maybe not both, maybe one at a time. And maybe you also feel like you want to let go your arms. But make sure your back is flat. Really engage. And then if you want a bit more challenge, we're just gonna move the upper body side to side, where we try to keep those legs as stable as possible. So this is like roaming, more or less. And release the toes in the ground. Open a little bit of gap in between. And arms, hands forward. Just reach as far as you can. Maybe swing a bit side to side. Focus into your breath, into letting go. As you exhale, maybe reach a bit more farther. And with the next inhale, we are gonna bring the right hand back into the floor, get that twist. Then from here, we're gonna hold that right leg with the left hand, and we're gonna bring it up as high as we can. Then if you cannot reach the toes or extend the leg, you always can hold from your calf. And then if you want a little bit more of challenge, lift the right hand, and maybe also lift the left leg from the ground. Maybe only if it feels good. If not, just keep the foot into the ground. Use the straps if you want, really good. And now we're gonna change towards the other side for whoever already has done the right one. And then just bring the left hand back. Rotate through your upper body. Get a nice posture first. Then hold with the right hand your left toes, or somewhere into your calf, or maybe with a strap. And then lift the left hand maybe, and then maybe lift also the right leg. Really good. And release down. Now we're gonna rotate again, this time towards the right. Rotate as much as you can. Bring that left elbow on the outside of the right leg. Get that rotation. And then from here, we're gonna hold both toes. If you feel like you can do it, we're gonna hold both toes. Or if not, you can also wrap the strap around both of the legs and hold the strap. And then we're gonna maybe try to lift those legs up, and at the same time lift the right hand off from the floor. Keep that lower back as flat as possible. Make sure you're not rounding your back. And then change. You can change by resetting, or maybe you can change by keeping those legs floating and really, really challenging yourself. Then going towards the other side without any break in the middle. But only if you feel confident to do it. If not, just take your time to reset and go towards the other side. And hold it and breathe. And bend the knees. And one more time. Open a gap in between the legs and just drop those hands, those arms in the gap and reach as far as you can. Maybe also let go tension into the upper body. Drop head side to side. Choose if your body likes stillness more than movement. Inhale and bring that back straight. Come into that open butterfly. So make sure it's not too close towards your groin. Just make it wide. And we're gonna do exactly the same. So walk those hands forward as far as you can. Keep that lower back as flat as you can. And maybe try to bring that head towards your toes. Or maybe even farther with your hands. Keep reaching as far as you can. Keep activating your glutes and maybe trying to bring those knees, squeezing those glutes and bringing knees as open as possible. Feel that stretch into your groin and your hips. And with the next inhale, bring the hands up. Bring them behind you, fingertips pointing towards your bum. And now we're going to keep that butterfly and lift your hips as high as you can and try to bring them on top of your heels. So it's going to come up and on top of the heels. So you're going to get that stretch into shoulders as well and chest. That's it. Open chest, drop the head back. And take a break from it. Come all the way down. Now fold forward again into that butterfly. And one more time, inhale, come up. Bring the hands back. Maybe this time fingertips pointing towards the back instead of towards your bum. And then bring the bum as high as you can and then try to put it on top of your heels. That's it. Keep opening those knees towards the side. Opening the chest, dropping the head back. And slowly release, find a way to come down again. Drop knees side to side. Maybe close those eyes and feel the twist. And come towards the middle. Lie into your back. Bring the knees towards your chest. Rock slightly side to side. Now use the strap if you want to, in order to reach your toes, or if you can reach the toes or you just want to reach your calf, just reach your calf into the right leg and the left leg is gonna extend into the floor. Now with the exhale, maybe try to get each exhale a little bit deeper. And instead of bringing the upper body towards the legs comes towards the upper body and we bend the elbows towards the sides. Feel free to use your adjustments with a strap, holding from lower. But wherever you are, toes pointing towards your face, you want active toes, because that will give you the stretch also into your calf. And make sure the left leg is on the ground, unless it's too much pull, and then just bring the feet into the ground and bend the knee. But if not, keep it extended. And now we're gonna change towards the other leg. So the right leg is gonna come towards the floor and the left leg is gonna come up. Toes pointing down. See how far you can go today. Make sure you are not putting any tension into your shoulders. And after a couple of breaths, just let it go and extend both of the legs. Toes pointing towards the sides, hips very relaxed. Arms sideways of your ribs, palms pointing up. Maybe get a bit of a stretch into your neck if you feel like it. So maybe just lean that head towards the right and feel the stretch into the left side. In order to get deeper, maybe draw the left shoulder as away as possible from your ear. Maybe change towards the other side. And just let go any expectation that you had from the class. Whatever you did today is amazing. So just get the feeling of feeling better just with your body, with yourself. It's always something that we could do better or we can do more. And there's a list of to-dos, but this is not a to-do list. This is just enjoying the present moment, enjoying what we did, feeling grateful for what we've got, the time that we have spent together, and the time that you spend with yourself, because yoga is time that you actually spend with your own mind and your own body, more than with others. You feel part of a community, but it's more about yourself, getting to know yourself. So maybe today's class brought you some insight of a new thing that you learn about yourself. Or actually, you can confirm now something that you wasn't sure, but after this class you're sure about. Feel that stillness, that peace around you, that quietness. Make sure you are not leaving any single muscle in your body with tension. So if still you feel a little bit of tension in a particular part of your body, just let it go. Now is the time. And with this sense of peace and stillness, we're gonna start coming back to our body, physical body. And we're gonna start maybe moving those toes, those fingers. Maybe also the wrist, elbows, ankles, knees, maybe your hips as well. Take your own time. Maybe get a deep stretch by bringing your arms above your head. Just really pointing the toes and the fingers. Inhale as you engage and really squeeze, and exhale as you let go. Bend the knees towards your chest. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Give yourself a really nice cuddle. Maybe tuck your head in between the knees. And slowly find the way to come into that cross-leg position, keeping your eyes closed. Notice how your hips and your body feel in general, and how your mind and your breath is right now. Notice if you can just see or feel or hear any difference between the beginning and the end of the session. And with the next inhale, we're going to rise the arms all the way up towards the sky. Palms together in front of your chest. Namaste. Thank you very much.